Welcome back to Tucson, Arizona, the Battle of the Sexes Gymnastics Challenge. I'm Bob Varsh along with Maura Driscoll. Here are our total scores after the first of 6 rotations. The women with a 1.2-point lead over the men. And that could be tough to make up as the competition goes on. Let's get down to our kiss and cry area now and join Maura Driscoll.
All right, thanks, Bob. I'm here with Kim Zemeskel and John Roethlisberger, who we've already seen perform tonight. And Kim, both you guys, this is all about bragging rights. You guys have the edge so far tonight. You have the crowd on your side. How do you plan on keeping the edge?
Well, we got some pretty good performers coming up ahead in the next couple rotations, so we just plan on increasing our lead and just keep it going.
Well, you guys, John, have been preparing all week. You had a little training camp. You mean business. What are you setting out to prove tonight?
Well, actually, we've been training for this since the Olympic Games. This has been our meet that we've been preparing for. And you know what? They have every advantage. They paid the judges. They got the crowd. You know, they got the gold medal behind them, but that's going to make this victory all that much sweeter because we are going to pull this off.
And you'll get a lot of mileage out of that if you guys go home with the victory.
We'll do we gotta do to win.
Let's go back to Bob.
And here goes Dominique Dawes.
All right, thank you, Maura. Now back onto the mats. This is Dominique Dawes on the uneven bars.
She's very aggressive on this event. Big release skill. Amazing height. Giant full pirouette to another giant half pirouette. Another release skill from high bar to low bar. She's doing a great job. And a double tuck dismount to a perfect landing. Very aggressive routine for Dominique Dawes. She pulled out all the stops. The dismount was a little simple for her, but her release move was excellent. And we'll take a look at it. And watch the height. Look at where her hips are in relation to the bar. Nicely done.
And we are ready now for Blaine Wilson.
Now answering for the men on the high bar, 2-time defending national all-around champion and world championships all-around finalist this year. This is Blaine Wilson.
Blaine was recently the top all-around finisher for the United States at the 97 World Championships in Lausanne, Switzerland. So he is in peak condition, and that could be the difference for the men tonight. They have 3 members of the World Championship team on their squad. All kinds of pirouetting happening up there. And one-arm giant, 2 in a row.
The dismount.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Just what you expect from Blaine Wilson. Multiple flipping, multiple twisting, very exciting.
I think in many ways the high bar is for the men what the beam is for the women. The kind of apparatus you look at and you say, how in the world do they do that?
This is by far, I think, the most exciting event in men's gymnastics. Look at this dismount. Multiple twists, multiple flips. Sees the floor and stands it up.
The scores for Dominique Dawes.
Now this should be interesting. 2 very strong performances. First, Dominique Dawes, a total of 49.0. 9/8 all the way across from the 5 judges. For Blaine Wilson, a new high individual score, 49.2, 9/8 and 2.99. So the men have answered and closed the gap slightly on the women. We'll be back to see Chainey Umphrey and local favorite Kerri Strug. Welcome back to Tucson. Bob Varsh and Maura Driscoll with you for the Battle of the Sexes Gymnastics Championship as the roar in the convention center builds for hometown favorite Kerri Strug. Earlier we asked her about what it would be like in this rare opportunity to perform in front of her home fans.
I'm really excited to be competing here in Tucson. I haven't since I was about 9 years old. And, you know, I moved away from home at the age of 13, but this is my home. Everyone's always been really supportive and enthusiastic towards me. So it's great that I can finally come back here and they can see me in action rather than on the television.
Now here she is on the beam, Kerri Strug.
Of course, Kerri made quite a name for herself in Atlanta as the final competitor on the vault for the U.S. She completed her second vault on an injured ankle, helping the U.S. clinch the first Olympic gold medal in the history of U.S. gymnastics.
And as you see, she still has that left ankle taped and supported.
She actually still is recovering from that. It's much better, obviously, than it was. Hasn't been doing floor exercise on the tour. There's a big flight series. Nice job. Kerri attends UCLA, my alma mater, where she is a member of the Kappa Alpha Theta sorority, and she lives in the sorority house and trains with the women at UCLA on the gymnastics team there. Kerri actually has a book coming out this month called Landing on My Feet, A Diary of Dreams, about some of her trials and tribulations and struggles and highlights of her career. That is called The Plant. Requires tremendous shoulder strength.
It's actually Kerri's second book since her Olympic success.
She finishes with a very simple full twist, but a really solid routine. She didn't have any major breaks at all, and had some big difficulty with her flight series. And look at her parents.
Her parents, Father Bert, Mother Melanie. Dad is a doctor, now in semi-retirement following heart surgery. And this is a rare opportunity for them, too, to see Kerri in action at home.
Here's a look at her acrobatic series. 2 back handsprings in a row to a layout step out, a little form difficulty, but you can really get a good look at how narrow that balance beam is.
Well, as the chant of Kerri, Kerri dies in the rafters, we'll see what Chainey Umphrey can do on behalf of the male Olympians.
Chainey, also a graduate of UCLA. He was just accepted to UCLA Medical School, and he will defer because he still has thoughts of 2000 in the back of his mind. He's still training pretty seriously, considering moving to Colorado Springs, the Olympic Training Center. And of course, an iron cross. A push-up and a push-up of an iron cross. That's a little bit new.
Call it the Chainey tease.
Chainey is extremely strong, as you can see just by looking at him. But, you know, he attributes a lot of his upper body strength to having broken both of his feet and having to walk around the campus of UCLA on crutches. A nice double layout dismount.
Woo! There are Chainey's parents, also in the audience tonight here at Tucson.
Here from Albuquerque, New Mexico. As a look at his dismount, it's a double layout, 2 flips backward in a straight body position to a solid landing.
The scores for Kerri Strug, 10.0.
Well, here are the scores. The men have already taken 2/10 of a point off the women's lead, but Kerri Strug racks up 3 perfect 10s and 2 9-9s. We have a new high score, 49.8. For Chainey Umphrey, he answers with 2 10s and 3 9-9s, just a 1/10 of a point short of Kerri, and the women add a 10th to their total. Well, that will make things more interesting as we move along. Remember, we have Olympic champions in their best events coming up later. Stay with us.